As hybrid vehicles arrive on the market, the automobile is turning a page in its history. Toyota was the precursor with the Prius, so it is natural for Lexus, the luxury brand of the Japanese car maker, to produce a hybrid vehicle as well, which is what it has done with the LEXUS RX400H, the first SUV with a hybrid engine. Luxury now goes hand in hand with respect for the environment. The idea is simple. The RX comes equipped with a standard petrol engine and two electric motors, one at the front and the other at the back. The RX is powered by the electric motors only when starting and at low speed. At cruising speeds, both types of engine run the wheels, and the power of the V6 is divided between the wheels and the electric generator, which in turn runs the electric engine. The generator also recharges the battery with the excess power. When accelerating, the V6 takes over, but at braking and when the speed decreases, the electric motors turn on into power generators for the battery, whereas when the car is stopped, the V6 is totally inactive. Of course, the driver and passengers never notice the change from one engine to the other. The advantages of this technology are obvious. Petrol consumption is hugely decreased to reach 8.1 litres in mixed use, which is a record for a V6. But it is more than that. More importantly, far less than some diesel-powered SUVs of the same displacement. For example, the Volkswagen Touareg 3-litre TDI exceeds 10 litres per 100 kilometres. The other advantages are that the power of the V6 is always available, and that its CO2 emissions are less than those with traditional petrol engines. And thus, when behind the wheel, one has no real pollution concerns, and thus one is surprised to say, "Me, I am no polluter." There is no longer shame in driving a luxury SUV. So where does the RX400H belong in the market? What is its future? Because it is the only SUV in the world to be doted with this technology, the RX is, in Europe, a true alternative to the market-dominating diesel vehicles, whereas in the USA, its principal market, which also produces 25% of the world's CO2 emissions, it allows people to not change their habits and at the same time does something positive for the environment. Over the last few years in Europe, all the constructors have turned towards diesel to control pollution levels. Who would have believed that 15 years ago? The hybrid could be a stopgap for petrol engines accused of consuming far too much petrol. But in the short term only, because of the diminution of the hydrocarbon resources and also because of the arrival of new technologies such as the combustible battery. But as we all wait for these new technologies, the respect of the environment is becoming more present in the world of the automobile.